Avatar. Fire and Ash is easily one of the most anticipated movies of 2025. It might be a year when multiple indie auteurs like Wes Anderson, Lynn Ramsey, Richard Linklater, and Kelly Reichardt are releasing movies. But after Avatar: The Way of Water delivered on groundbreaking special effects and a record-breaking box office back in 2022, the hype surrounding the third movie is high. The film will continue the story of Jake Sully and his family, with an Avatar 3 cast that includes Sam Worthington, Stephen Lang, Kate Winslet, and Zoe Saldana. Whereas the 2009 original focused more heavily on Jake and Neytiri, Avatar: The Way of Water introduced several new characters. By the time the sequel rolled around 13 years after the original, time had passed on Pandora as well. The Sully couple had become parents, with 4 Na'vi children, including Neteyam, Loak, Kiri, and Tuk, and 1 semi-adopted human child, Spider. Neteyam dies by the end of The Way of Water, but the rest of the family will be alive for Fire and Ash. As the third film prepares for release on December 19th, I'm excited to see who the main hero is. Both Avatar films released prove that James Cameron and his team are not afraid to kill off major characters. The Avatar ending in 2009 saw the death of Grace, who was an essential human character throughout the entirety of this first installment. The second movie introduced the Na'vi children of Jake and Neytiri, and then killed off the eldest, Neteyam. While these deaths pack a significant emotional punch and impact the narrative arcs of the films, Avatar 3 could be even bigger by killing Jake Sully. As of now, there is no source that concretely confirms that Jake will meet his end in the third film, and even if he does pass away, this will likely be a secret that the team will want to keep under lock. Some commentary from Cameron, however, suggests that Jake could meet his end. In an interview from January of this year, Cameron noted that the third movie will take viewers to places they won't expect and will make brave choices. Given that there are 2 more Avatar movies planned after Fire and Ash, killing Jake Sully would count as unexpected. Other interview quotes have also explained the timeline for the forthcoming Avatar movies. While the third film will take place pretty immediately after the events of the second movie, as the films were shot back-to-back, the fourth film will have a 6-year time jump. As such, Jake is getting older, and with all the war he has gone through, he lives an exhausting life. Between these elements and the franchise's increasing focus on his children, Jake dying in Avatar, Fire and Ash seems increasingly likely. A Jake stand-in would not come out of nowhere in Fire and Ash. Rather, The Way of Water took time to flesh out several new characters who could easily become the new leads of the franchise. With Neteyam gone, Jake will not be succeeded by his eldest child. That said, 3 of the other main children, Spider, Kiri, and Loak, seem like likely candidates for the potential lead role in the next Avatar films. Though he frequently butts heads with his father, Loak is the most Jake-like of the potential replacement characters. In The Way of Water, he always wants to both explore the world of Pandora and fight for what he believes in. Loak also feels some significant guilt and grief regarding the death of his older brother, Neteyam, which would give him additional motivation going into both Avatar: Fire and Ash and its sequels. If his father also died, I could see Loak becoming even more fiery than he already is. Kiri would also be a fascinating replacement for Jake. While there is still more to explain in Avatar, Fire and Ash and beyond, The Way of Water teased Kiri's unique connection with Eywa. Biologically, Kiri is the daughter of Grace Augustine, who died in the first movie. The character is also played by Sigourney Weaver, providing a through line from the first movie. There is a lot of lore to unpack with Kiri, making her an interesting character. Spider also has connections with all the movies. In the third act of Avatar: The Way of Water, Spider, also known as Miles, is the biological son of the first film's villain, Colonel Quaritch. His background is a source of resentment for the character, who goes on a tumultuous journey at the end of Way of Water. Like Jake, Spider is also not a Na'vi by birth, so even if he became one, he would have a similarity with how audiences are already experiencing the story. Using one of the children as the new lead would be the easiest way to make a new lead in Avatar: Fire and Ash. If they do not choose to do that, however, the movie could instead focus on Neytiri,